Bunnies, my babies, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mikael. Happy new moon. It's a new moon in Pisces. Now, I want to start this off by discussing some new moon rituals. You know, a lot of importance is placed on the full moon, and I get it, but people overlook just how important the new moon is. It is so important. It is so powerful. And one of the first rituals that I suggest and that I do religiously, and I think is of the utmost of importance, is cleansing and grounding. So personally, I do a sulfur bath. Most people do salt baths, but I do a sulfur bath. I use sulfur and I put it in the bath, and sulfur is amazing at dislodging negative entities and negative miscreations that we ourselves, we are magic babies. We ourselves actually create entities. Yes, we do. We miscreate creatures. We miscreate astral creatures, from us, around us. Sometimes parasitic creatures. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. And also cleansing, sulfur cleansing or salt bath cleansing is going to dislodge a lot of negative entities that are projected on you by other people or beings or entities, okay? Human and non-human, okay? And also negative thoughts that people may be harboring against you, envious people who are feeling competitive towards you, people who just have bad emotions about you. We live in a world of frenemies these days, so you have to be careful. A lot of people, they'll smile on your face, but they have a lot of, ill intentions, or they don't have the best of wishes for you. So this is a good way to defend yourself and protect yourself and dislodge these MFs out of your energy, okay? So that's really important. Another thing I do is rose water. So important. I mean, the frequency and the vibration of rose is of one of the highest frequencies. It's connected to the fairy realm. I'm very connected personally to the fairy realm. I'm a total connoisseur of rose water and rose oil. And I use a lot of this stuff, this rose water right here. It's the Heritage Store rose water. You can buy it at Whole Foods, Sprouts, pretty much any health food store. But I literally drench myself in this stuff. I mean, from head to toe, I drench my whole body with this stuff. My whole body is drenched with rose water daily. I put it in my hair, face, everywhere. I even use it in food. I'll make rose petal rice, very Persian, exotic Persian type of dish. There's also rose petal ice cream, so you can use it in food too, believe it or not. So there's that. Rose water is essential for higher vibration. It's one of the highest vibrations there is on planet Earth, is the essence of rose. Now, another ritual to do, of course, is candle magic, of course. I tend to, on a new moon, I light a yellow candle. I love yellow. I work a lot with the color yellow. It's a very masculine color. Yellow and orange are two colors I work with a lot. So I suggest yellow and orange are great candles to work with on a new moon, because the new moon is the darkest night of the month, and yellow and orange are symbolic of the sun, masculine energy. So it's a good way of getting that energy to start the month out with, right? And when I say masculine, I'm not referring to gender. It doesn't matter whether you have a penis or a V, whatever. It's the energy, right? Okay. Now, another thing I like to do personally is I do a lot of kitchen magic. So I do a lot of kitchen wizardry, and I use a lot of herbs. So I tend to make magic salads. That's my thing. And I create these magical recipes off of this book right here. See that? I love this book. I've had this book since I was a little kid. As you can tell, it's pretty tattered and torn, but I hold it dear to my heart. It's a compendium of different herbs and their magical correspondences. Also, their correspondence with the Fae, with the Faerie. So I make magic salads. I'm going to leave a recipe down below. That's one of my magic salads I make for my new moon salad. Okay, so you guys can concoct that for yourselves. It consists of rosemary and basil and balsamic vinaigrette and a couple other magic herbs I put in there, and I'll list the correspondence with it too as well. Okay, so there's that. Now, another thing that I do personally, my new moon wizardry, is working with the Fae, with the Faerie. I've always had a connection with the Fae, with the Faerie. I think it's in my lineage. So they're very connected with me. Now, the Faerie are not like what most people think they are. Most people have this sort of Disney delusion about them. No, that's not what fairies like at all. They can be dangerous. They have been known to even kill humans. They are capable of it. They're much more powerful than you think. I don't think they realize they know how powerful they are. They don't mean to do it. A lot of times they kill humans by accident. They tend to set fire to things or knock over candles, stuff like that. So you have to be really careful. The fairies are very protective of me. I've always had a connection since I was teeny tiny with them. But they have messed with people around me. No joke, they have messed with people around me. So you have to be careful with that. Just show them respect. I personally leave like a dish of honey water out for the fairies, and as well as I make like a little herbal salad concoction for them, and I kind of just leave it out on my nightstand. They're my peeps, yo. They're my peeps. So it's like that. We got that kind of connect. You know what I'm saying? So I've been so deeply connected with the fae all my life. A funny story, just so I can share with you guys. I tend to have, I think it's because of my connection with that realm, I tend to have a lot of insects and kind of fairy creatures following me around. No joke, okay? Like bees, butterflies tend to land on me. They will land on my head, on my face even. Ladybugs, bees will follow me around. Dragonflies, no joke. And there was just one time I was up in the canyon here in Hollywood, in the Hollywood Hills, and there was all these bees following me around. There's like little bees buzzing around me. And then little ladybugs started landing on me. The birds came out. I'm not even joking. It was so funny. The gophers were coming out of the grass, coming out of the holes, running around. And then there was a butterfly came. It was a monarch, because it was an orange butterfly, monarch butterfly, landed on my head. And then these dragonflies started swirling around me. And I didn't even notice. This tends to happen every once in a while when I'm alone. It tends to happen somewhat frequently with me. But there was this lady, I didn't know. She was this lady and she had these kids with her. And I had no idea she was right behind me. And she was kind of had that, kind of raspy, like I've been smoking for 25 years. She had she was a little, kind of raspy, kind of like New Yorker. And she looked at me, and here I am. I'm all, all Snow White or some shit. And she noticed, and she was looking, and she was like, what the frickin' hell? Who the fuck are you? Dr. Doolittle or something? No joke. And I was kind of guard. I'm like, and she's looking at me, and she had her kids with her, and she's pushing her kids back, and I'm like, I fluttered off. I fluttered away. It was so funny, you guys. I don't know why I shared that, but it's a funny story, right? So anyhow, new moon magic, y'all. New moon magic, the new moon, new things, starting new things, getting new energy. I feel this energy right now about this new moon particularly. I don't know why. I think it's this year, 2022. By the way, this is timeless, so it doesn't matter when you watch this, whatever part of the space-time continuum you're on, even if it's, let's say, 2070, whatever, it still fits, right? So anyhow, this is the new moon rituals I was going to suggest, and it's just the tip of the iceberg, but I figured I'd share that, make this a little fun, give you guys some inspiration. So to do some stuff tonight on this new moon. And babies, my bunnies, thank you so much for subscribing and for supporting this channel. Also, check out some of my music. You guys want to check out some of my songs, some of my music. I do some witchy type of music artists here on the Bunny Tarot channel. You can look it up on the video selections. So there's that as well. And yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Happy New Moon.